Solo Leveling is a show that speaks to my heart because not only does it have fighting in hands, but it's also got someone training and getting it from the mud. Another thing I love is when a character is given a choice, because we see the world ain't as sweet as you thought it was. And what do you do when you have to take a life? One that's not a monster's, but a human life. I'm always interested in the way that power can change a character or make them more of who they are. When we met Sun Jin Woo, my man was like, what, low rank E? My man was the weakest of the weak, what, the weakest human on earth? But then he gets reborn, or reawakened rather, to become a monster that can become stronger than anyone else. And there's no cap to that strength that we've seen yet. And there's that saying that money changes everything, but that's really just a subtext, because the real thing is money brings power, right? And power changes everything, dynamics, relationships, and who you are at the center. Watching Soo Jin Woo run through Solo Leveling, I felt like I was watching DMX, The Lox, and Lil Kim on the Money, Power, Respect track, because my man had it all. And I thought Solo Leveling was going to be like Delicious Dungeon, like, okay, they go in and fight these monsters, they get stronger, it's going to be all cutesy shit. Nah, we saw how real it really gets when you come to find out, like, yo, people will take you on a raid and can betray you and kill you in there, because what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. And now we got Sun Jin Woo faced with a choice where he has to kill these folks that are out to kill him, or he dies, or maybe he gets penalized. Either way, somebody's got to fucking go. And I love this choice presented to him in the show, because it's one thing to kill these monsters that are invaders, but we see the difference in the value of a human life. To kill a human, that's something different. Or so we're led to believe, until he actually did it quick. I always love seeing a character step over a line that there's no coming back from. And the show does a really good job of showing, like, yo, the strong survive, survival of the fittest, the weak die off. That's it. That's the rule, plain as day. We all abide by it. However, the way it was presented to Sun Jin Woo in the moment was like a veil being pulled back. Like, oh, anybody can be a victim anytime, any place if there's somebody stronger. Now you're in a position where you could be a victim if you wanted to, but you got the power to make it not so. So what will you do? And we saw what he did and how he got busy. And what I love about him making the choice of choosing to end these folks' lives that were going to kill him, yeah, it was self-defense, but also he didn't really take any like enjoyment of it. It was really just like, all right, this is what needs to be done. My man was just on an objective-based mission at this point, and that is what makes him colder, that maybe he's not that torn up about this, or he's not really enjoying that. He's just indifferent. And we see him go over it like mentally as well, but it won't stop him from doing it again. And at the end of the day, he just accepts that this is the way it is. If you're a threat and you come from my life, oh, you getting done up and ran down. I love seeing the mentality behind a character making that choice, and there's no deus ex machina to come in and make the choice for them or save them from making it either. In this moment, to survive, you have to take a life. Can you do it? Will you do it? Will you find another way? What are you going to do? Sung Jin Woo made his choice, and then we saw how he lived with it afterwards, and the reason he did it too. My man just doing this shit to get his moms out that deep sleep. He's on some Tanjiro shit, doing this shit for the insurance to help out fam. But then that does bring the question, is that a reason or an excuse? Because power changes everything. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the fight scenes, but I also enjoy seeing how power has changed his dynamic and how he interacts with people, and the moments where even as dark as the power he's acquired and as powerful as he's become, he can still have these sweet moments of humanity. What I love about this journey isn't how powerful will he become, but more so, how long will he be able to hold on to that humanity?